when we first thought of sending a couple from Bartley into the mission field, there was a time where the church was only about 100 over people, and we had very little resources. In fact, our finances that time, it was not possible to send a missionary couple out into the mission field. And we calculated that if we were to send them, it would practically cost us all the resources that we had. But the leadership then decided that we will send a missionary couple, and that's how missions work started. And strangely, God provided everything. He provided all the funds that are needed, and we never lacked any fund.
The major thing that I really appreciate my church is when they commission me for the mission field, they really pray for me. And it has been faithful prayers all these 24 years.
We pray for them. We take care of the family members back home. For some of our missionaries, they have old parents in Singapore. So we do visits, and then we're able to do practical things like bringing them for medical appointments, visit them on Chinese New Year's.
Maybe their time is up for missions work. How do we help them to retire? How do we ensure that they will not be disillusioned and they will not feel that they're being used, and that they serve the Lord and all these years, and now that I'm no longer very productive, as it were, that people forget about me.
There was once I had to go through a surgery. My mission pastor went with his wife to visit me in the hospital. So it's like Singapore flying to Chiang Mai, where I had the surgery. That night I had a high fever. And then suddenly my pastor said, oh, they have to postpone their return to Singapore because they want to make sure that everything is okay.
We also conduct Kairos about twice a year, and this course is to help the church members to understand that missions run throughout the Bible from the Old Testament to the New Testament, for them to see it in this perspective. Therefore, mission is not something new, but it's been there all this time.
And we send them on mission exposure trip as part of our Sunday school, primary 6 onwards. And some of them, God will begin to show to them that maybe this is what I want you to do.
The church is getting very affluent, and sometimes I think even Christian families are really not encouraging their children to go. Others can go, but not their own kids. Yeah.
The church responsibility is to make it as easy as possible for someone to fulfill the calling that God has placed in their life.